So, Brenda, don't edit that, that's awesome. Nicole,
Yes.
we're talking about educating realtors.
Yes.
Yes.
Title company,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
originating connoisseur.
Correct.
And you're with
Univest.
Univest.
Thank you.
Now, you have been in the business long enough to know what it takes.
Correct.
So-
Too long.
How long is too long?
I think about 15 years.
Wow.
It's a long time.
Since you were 18.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
So, what is the biggest thing you see that's, I guess, a mistake that happens in the transaction of the business? Because you're all interrelated, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then how do you overcome it?
I think, well, one of the biggest issues I see on the consumer side is that they buy too much of a house. They borrow too much money. And they end up with such a payment that's so high that they can
Wait,
no
so you
longer-
care about consumer?
Clients.
Woo!
Yeah.
You don't care about your bottom line. That's not, I mean, you do, but
Yeah.
your first priority is the customer,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it should be. And I think that's why I've been in this business this long.
right?
And have repeat clients, and they become my friends. And
So how do you do that safely and properly and in the client's best interest then?
well, it's really the conversation in the beginning with the customer. If they want to get pre-qualified for a loan, my number one question is, how much can you afford to pay every month and be comfortable? With that number, I can back into a loan amount and also a purchase price based on how much they want to put down. That's the number one question. I
So
don't
it starts
want-
with the question.
It starts with the question, yeah, because it's my job as a loan officer to ask the right questions. And based on their responses, then I can put them into the loan that's going to allow them to also take a vacation, to go out to dinner. I don't want my clients ever having their entire paycheck go into their mortgage.
Are you sure that she's not a coach? It's like, it all starts with the questions,
Yeah.
right? Because how can you solve someone's problem without asking?
And also, obviously, listening is the number one thing. I think the mistake that loan officers make is we don't listen. We're so fixated on getting that loan in and getting that application in that you forget about, wait a minute, this is probably the biggest asset that this person will ever acquire in their life. It's our job to walk them down a path where it's comfortable for them.
Wow.
So they know everything. At the closing table, there's no concerns.
Now, it seems almost obvious now why you would work with Brenda, but how did you guys meet and what value have you guys brought to each other's businesses?
So we just met not too long ago from my sister,
Mhm.
Adrian. She works at Univest,
Okay.
and she connected us. Thought we'd be a good match, and we are.
We are.
Yeah, because that's the question was, do you and your sister get along? Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, you should meet this one over
Well,
here.
and it was a privilege for me because I just met Andrea myself, and her faith in me, I've just been there 6 months. I came over from First Niagara. And for her to put that faith in me to meet her sister was really nice.
Says a lot about that alignment.
It does, yeah. And so we have a great trust and friendship, and I know she thinks the same way about customers as I do, so
Wow.
you have to be on the same page or else it's not gonna work.
Right.
I guess, the final question, really, how awesome am I? No, I'm just kidding. We'll see you in the next video.